Shalom. This is Mary Omni from the World Government House of King David, Holy Covenant Constitutional Enforcer. This is a Republic Notice. The title of this Republic Notice is called Red Knife Escape from Operation Garden Plot. Some of you may have heard of Operation Garden Plot, and it came about as the riots of the 60s and the black street revolutionary was taking place about their rights being infringed on. Some say it was civil rights. It was really combating the infringement of their constitutional rights. Constitutional rights. And one of the groups who talked about them constitutional rights was the Black Panthers. And this is why they had to come against them. See, they done programmed blacks now into civil rights. They even got Al Sharpton keep talking about civil rights. The NAACP talking about civil rights. See, none of these organizations talk about constitutional rights because they want to stay marginalized and, just keep things as it is. But revolution is more than that. And this revolution will not be televised like the last poet said. They said this revolution will not be televised. Why? Because this is a cosmic revolution. This is a cosmic revolution. Everything is war. Like Bob Marley said, every place is war. Everything is war. This war is on a cosmic level. And stay tuned because I'm going to start doing the cosmic war reports. But right now, this is Red Knife Escape from Operation Garden Plot. The plan was initiated as a response to civil unrest that occurred during the 1960s in the U.S. and is now under control of the U.S. Northern Command. In 1992, when Los Angeles experienced its worst civil disturbances since the rise of the 1960s, Operation Garden Plot was activated once more with more than 2,000 National Guard soldiers being called in to assist state police in restoring law and order. On September 11, 2001, Operation Garden Plot was galvanized and went under the name of Operation Noble Eagle, following the terrorist attacks on the United States. According to globalsecurity.org, the former President George Bush authorized partial mobilization of the reserves for the homeland response to the 9/11 terrorists. Now, on the Black Vault website, several documents of Operation Garden Plot, as more than 650 pages available on the documents, and they're entitled Department of Defense Civil Disturbance Operation Plan, or OPPLAN, nicknamed Operation Garden Plot, was written by the Department of the Army, headquarters in Washington, D.C. The document states the OPPLAN, or Garden Plot, supersedes the DA Civil Disturbance Plan initiated on March 1984. The Garden Plot applies to the military departments, the unified and specified commands, the defense agencies, and other DOD components for planning, coordinating existing military operations during domestic civil disturbance. To put it in a nutshell, they expect these cities to begin to deteriorate as soon as the trucks of the food stop coming in, as soon as there's a major electrical grid outlet, as soon as the cosmic, phenomenon starts taking place on a level that has comets coming into the Earth atmosphere and have the Star Wars, because we're actually in the midst of Star Wars, people. See, and you're going to feel the effects on Earth. All the planets will feel the effects of the Star Wars. This is the end of this good and evil war. And good is not taking a back seat to evil no more. Good is ready to do away with evil and let evil know that good was always in control. Evil has been delusionary because the first liar is Satan lied to himself. Satan thought he was more powerful than God. He deluded himself. Now, Satan can be a foe in that he complicates things and he do a lot of like overcrowding. Just like in the United States, Satan brought all these immigrants in to overcrowd and trample the Constitution. That's the way of Satan. That's the way of Satan. He hides behind crowds and he does things in numerous numbers to try to overcome God Almighty. Now, Operation Garden Plot Red Knife says that when these systems begin to fall, that people will go to their base natures. And the red knife means they will go to their base natures, and it will just be them looking out for themselves. Any human quality you thought they had will go out the window. And we know that from Katrina, where they was put in the stadium and then the males started resorting to raping. Okay, so regardless of what you think, the enemy called Satan is on the ground, and he will be infesting the brains of people. So I'm telling you now, you better escape, you better escape Operation Red Knife Garden Plot, because the base natures is expected to come out to demolish all who in the inner cities. And then the ones that's left over will be operation plotted and military seized some way, shape, or form. So now, I'm telling you now, if you're not where you think you should be, if you're in the cities, and the people in the suburbs is not going to escape. See, they think they're going to escape, but this is cosmic war. And everything is getting ready to be upturned and overturned, because the revolution, the cosmic revolution that won't be televised is coming about. And Operation Garden Plot is based on the riots of the 60s. And so they will be targeting what they expect to be riots in the cities when all these mass of people can't find food, don't have electricity, don't have flushing water, don't have flushing toilets, don't have pouring water, don't have the basic necessities. The dollar crashes, the dollar can't buy nothing. Now, just hope this is a fantasy, but just in case it is a reality that will happen, are you prepared just in case the reality? Are you prepared to fight just in case of reality? Are you prepared to move right now, just in case this is real and this is coming? Now, I told you, you better get out of the big cities, because they plotting on them first. They shut down the cities, and then it's easy to move on everybody else. The sun is getting ready to release ABC, UVA, UVC, UVB, and UVC rays. And no one without melanation will be able to walk on top of the ground. So, like I said, everything is going to be overturned. Now, I told you before to get out of Babylon. Get out of where they're going to concentrate you at, because they got weaponry you don't want to face. They got weaponry you don't want to face, okay? And a lot of you don't have your golden light bodies. You need more time for spiritual faith and development. So I'm telling you, you better buy time, because you don't want to have your physical demise or come up against this weaponry without your golden light body. And I'm telling you right now, if you don't get out right now, you're not going to have much more time. And you can be silly and wait till the last minute and then try to scramble in survival, but that won't work. You better think about Katrina. You better think about Katrina and how they was treated. And let me tell you again, Satan is in full operation. Satan is in full operation. Woe to the earth. He's coming for the earth minions. And guess what? You're a very visible target in these cities. So I'm telling you to get out. Get out as you can. Take cars, plane, buses, whatever. Try to get to Alaska. And try to get to near the North Pole. Because it's not just that going down. When the magnetic pole flips, you're not going to want to be in the East Coast or coastal areas. They already named that FEMA Region 3, and so this is the last warning. I can't tell you much more. Operation Garden Plot Red Knife, that people will go to their base natures. All people. We have enough evidence to know that it's true. That's what a red knife is. That's a base nature people, and believe me, there will be no compassion for you whatsoever. This is Mary Omni from the house of King David. Shalom.